Hi beautiful goddesses, welcome to my channel Goddess Renaissance. So today I'm just gonna do a really short reading. I felt guided to come on here and do a message from Goddess Brighid. So I did a bit of a meditation with my goddess power cards. So it's this beautiful deck by a Shakti priestess, Zinnia Gupte. Absolutely gorgeous deck, goddess power cards. And the goddess that came out who has a message for everyone today is Goddess Brighid. She's a Celtic goddess of creativity and poetry and inspiration and medicine and arts and crafts. And her message on the card is a cycle of wisdom, excellence, perfection, high intelligence, poetic eloquence, craftsmanship, healing ability, druidic knowledge and skill, initiation into greater inspiration, and shamanic knowledge. So I'm going to pull from a few decks just to get some quick messages of inspiration for what are you meant to create with Goddess Brighid. So she is a wonderful goddess to call on for those of you who are into any kind of to be honest, everything is creative. Creativity is involved with everything, so it doesn't matter whether you doing something very arty, perhaps you're an artist or a painter, or in a traditional sense like being a painter, or you might be a photographer, a writer, poet, anything along those lines. But also, even if you're wanting to start a hobby, a new creative project at work, you're needing to bring some creative inspiration into your job or your role, or even in marketing or just anything, to be honest, even retail, it doesn't really matter what it is. There's creativity that's involved with anything and everything. So you can definitely call on Goddess Brighid for inspiration, for any kind of intelligence. If you're needing to sort of draw intelligence to help you through a situation or something, she's wonderful for that. So I'm going to pull a few tarot cards initially. I thought I would pull from the Linestrider tarot, which is a really gorgeous deck by Siolo Thompson. It's very like beautiful sort of watercolors. So for those of you who are painters who are drawn to this reading, if you're artistic in nature, then hopefully there might be something relevant or something that resonates from this deck. So I'm going to pull a few tarot cards from that one, and then also from the Wild Unknown Tarot, and I'll leave a list below of the decks that I'm using in case you like them. And then I'm going to pull a couple of messages from the Mists of Avalon Oracle, and also the Keepers of the Light Oracle to finish off with. So we'll start with, I have pre-shuffled the cards to save time, so we'll start with a few tarot messages from the Linestrider tarot. What messages does Goddess Brighid have for us? Hopefully the light, sorry, but it's a little bit better. What messages does Goddess, there we go, Brigid have regarding what are you meant to create? What inspiration is going to come through? What creative project are you going to be starting? Or hobby, or creative business? Oh, beautiful. Wow. Two of Pentacles. That came out in reverse. See if there's any other messages. Woo. Wow. Very jumpy today. Four of Cups, okay. And then messages regarding what you're meant to create. Messages from Goddess Brighid. Page of Wands, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for now and see what comes through. So we've got the Two of Pentacles, which actually came out in reverse. So I feel like for some of you, you might have been in a period of time where you've been juggling a couple of different options here. So potentially you might have been juggling a job, like a day job, as well as like your whatever this other creative project is, or creative hobby or business idea or project or something on the side, and you've been trying to juggle both. But with it coming out in reverse, I feel like that period is potentially coming to an end, especially because it's Two of Pentacles. So Pentacles are to do with like earth and physical things and money and finances and actual resources. So I feel like if you've been trying to juggle perhaps doing one and getting money from one in order to fund the other thing, that's sort of coming to an end now, and you're coming into, excitingly, the Queen of Pentacles here. So really beautiful energy. Yeah, it's like really fertile. She's holding a rabbit, so it's definitely that sort of spring going into summer energy, that really creative, fertile energy coming through. Like it's going to be a very creatively abundant time for you. And also the Queen card is being the highest royal in as a female in the court cards. Queen of Pentacles speaks of being able to rein in your money, rein in your finances, reign over rather than rein in, reign over. So become sovereign of that area of your life. So really take control of it. So where before you've been trying to juggle lots of different options or things to try and draw, like, oh, should I be doing this? Oh, maybe I should do that option. I'm not quite sure. You're sort of like juggling a couple of different things to get money in. With the Queen of Pentacles, you're really going to step into that that sovereignty and take charge of that, and just be a queen in that area of your life. Be really ruling over that area of your life and knowing what it is that you're able to start drawing in money for the thing that you really want to be doing, the thing that's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction. So it's followed by the Four of Cups. So with this card, sometimes this can mean like you maybe have it's often like the hangover card. So it's like maybe you've it's a period of like sort of stepping back after perhaps overindulging. I feel like in this case it's similar energy to that Two of Pentacles, in a way of like you've had lots of different options and lots of different, like I'm hearing like lots of different pots on the stove boiling all at the same time, and trying to sort of spread yourself too thin and like do lots of different things, and you're depleting yourself a bit because you're giving your cup away, like you're pouring energy into, or pouring your emotional fulfillment into these like three other options or a few different other things, and you're sort of now taking a step back. And you can see she's kind of with this, sorry, it's not focusing very well, with the her headscarf kind of over her, and she's kind of going within. And so there's this need to kind of really go within in order to figure out what's going to make you most emotionally happy, so that you can step into this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is very much dependent on you moving out of this sort of time of spreading yourself too thin, or getting too bored doing something that wasn't really bringing you emotional satisfaction, and you've had to kind of step away from that and be like, actually, you know what, that's not really filling my cup. It's just not doing it for me anymore. Maybe it was something that was at some point in time. It might have been something that did fill you up or make you happy or whatever, but now you're getting to a point where you're like, actually, that's not really fulfilling me anymore. I need to look at something else. It's almost like Spirit is trying to offer you this fourth cup over here, but you're kind of not looking at it in a way because you're almost still a little bit too hung up on stuff that hasn't gone right in the past, or where you've been putting your energy that hasn't really helped support you in the way that you wanted to. So there's a need to kind of pull back from that. But next we've got the Page of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, you are going to get some kind of offer. So this could be a job offer in this creative, because we're speaking of like what it is you're going to create, or what kind of creative project or hobby or potentially job you're going to go into. So you're going to get some communication about that. You're going to get some Page of Wands as like messenger. It's like fire energy, so it's going to be quite fast. It might be something that comes through in summer. It's you're going to really be you're going to be stepping into your creative powers for sure, because what Wands is that fire, that creativity, that sort of sacral chakra energy. But also with the blue here, her wearing the blue gown, I feel like that's definitely linked with like the throat chakra, which is all to do with expression and expressing yourself and sharing your creative gifts. And it's linked with like Goddess Saraswati, if any of you are familiar with her, and also Goddess Brighid. So it's to do with like speaking and writing and poetry and anything that's sort of getting your word out there, or like I'm hearing like doing some kind of self-promotion. So maybe you have had a creative project that you were juggling alongside your work, but you haven't really marketed it or promoted it or spoken about it to anyone yet. And now is the time, like with this Page of Wands, it's like you're going to have that page energy, that young, innocent, fresh, optimistic energy coming in, ready for you. Like these cards are not, it's not black and white, this is absolutely what's going to happen. These are just saying these are the energies that are available for you to align with. They're there for you. You've got free will. You can choose to like go with that and step into it. Like this is energy that's coming through for you. So that's really amazing energy. I'm going to pick a couple of cards from the Water Known Tarot. I don't want to make this reading too long, so I'm going to sort of not talk too much along the lines of tarot, but there's definitely, for those of you who are waiting for that kind of green light, just do it. Just go for it. If you've got an idea, Five of Pentacles. This is quite a sort of sad card in this particular deck. So I feel like for some of you, so I'm hearing like sort of walking away from a job or something that's kind of gone a bit dead. Like something's, it's like something that isn't fulfilling anymore. Something that's kind of just kind of dying away. It's sort of like letting that go. Whatever you were earning money from previously, it's kind of coming to the end. And number 5 is a number of change as well. So 5 of Pentacles means like changing jobs. So it's time to like change jobs, change it up, do something more creative. Messages from Goddess Brighid. Yeah, wow, Daughter of Pentacles. So that's like the Page of Pentacles. So you've got sort of 2, and you've got this beautiful rainbow here behind this lovely form. So you've got 2 pages. So there's a lovely like young, fresh, optimistic energy coming through. With the fawn, that could also be one of Goddess Brighid, as I mentioned at the beginning, one of her things she assists with, one of her powers that she can assist you with is initiation into greater inspiration and shamanic knowledge. And I'm feeling like with this animal, with the fawn here, it's very much like perhaps for some of you, your creativity or your where you're meant to be sharing your gifts is actually your shamans, or you have shamanic skill, intuitively within you that you need to share, or healing abilities, or knowledge of the symbolic power of things like animals or like numerology or any of that kind of thing, and you're meant to be sort of sharing it in the world. And that's something that you can, with this Pentacles, it's like that's something you can actually do to support yourself with. That is a viable option. It's not quite the Queen of Pentacles, but we did have the Queen of Pentacles here as well. So you've got both Queen and Daughter, and the Page of Pentacles, or perhaps Prince of Pentacles, I should say, Princess of Pentacles, coming through, saying that you've got all this sovereign energy or this court card energy there to support you for whatever venture it is that you want to start. You can actually do this thing that this knowledge, whatever knowledge is within you, whether it's creative knowledge or kind of healing knowledge, or a bit of both, it's there to be shared. Like you need to get it out in the world. It's there to be expressed. This Page of Wands means like, get it out there, like, you can see sort of with the dragon behind, and the the sort of the energy of the card is like, look, sort of looking out to the future. So it's like, start planning, start a strategy, start getting that stuff out there, because that sort of knowledge needs to be shared with the world, and step away from whatever this is, and this Four of Cups and Five of Pentacles energy of like something that's just really needs to be let go of. It's really draining you. It's really unemotionally fulfilling. It's quite sad, in fact. Like, it's just this sort of just draining energy, really. So it's time to step away from that and step into like sharing your wisdom. So I'm going to pull a Keepers of the Light Oracle card to finish off with. Here we go. So the Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So I feel like with this card, really, the message is that sacred vision, and seeing the light and all, and kind of trusting that like whatever you are meant to be bringing into the world, like, if you've had a difficult situation, maybe in your past job, or like your past boss, or something like that, some kind of heartbreak here perhaps, or some kind of disappointment or pain, perhaps a project that didn't work out or go through, or a job or creative project that didn't work out, just forgive, let go, heal it. Like, it's we've just had a full moon, but we're still in full moon energy, so you can do a little ritual, which is to like write down what you want to let go of, and then burn it or bury it, and just ask that the energy of the full moon just dissolve any kind of pain or hurts or anything, and that you just receive the lesson, but let go of any energy that's associated that you're still storing in your body, because you can't kind of move forward, and start this new Queen of Pentacles era, this new stepping into your power and making money with this new project, if you've still got these old like disappointments and these old pains and hurts that you're still like perhaps holding on to, or juggling these old things that aren't really serving you. So I feel like there's a need to sort of hold your sacred vision of what it is that you really want to bring forth in the world, and start stepping into that. And I'm also going to pull a Mists of Avalon Oracle. There we go. Wow, yeah. So Galahad, and the keywords on here are triumph, surrender, purity, and courage. So so it's really just affirming, have the courage to go forth on this new path, to like really put your work, your creative project, whatever this is, this other thing that you've been juggling on the side, or perhaps not giving full precedence to, start really giving it have the courage to give it the energy that it deserves. Really invest in it. That Queen of Pentacles, like Pentacles is the slowest moving energy of the four suits in the card suite. So it's an energy of investing. It's an energy of like putting time and effort, and that sort of those earth signs like Taurus and Virgo, like seeing through the details, like plodding through, like just put things in place, root things down, get things sorted, get your website up, get your bank account set up, get the systems set up, like create the structure around what it is that you want to put out there, and then step by step start investing in it more and more and more. And then you're really going to be in that Queen of Pentacles energy, because you're going to be able to then receive the money back for this, whatever this creative project is, or whatever your work is. If it's your writing work, maybe you've been doing a lot of writing on the side, but you've not been communicating it with the world. So this Page of Wands energy is here, and this Galahad energy is an energy of triumph, and courage. So if you've got the courage, you will triumph. Like he's got this. It's quite similar energy to Page of Swords, actually. They've both got these almost like wands that they're holding. So there is that wand energy, which is that sort of phallic energy of like the inner masculine, like the kind of tapping into that like strength, and like that linear, like, right, okay, what's my path, what's my strategy, how am I going to put one foot in front of the other, and we need both energies. You need that yin and the flow and the creative inspiration, as well as the like masculine, the like step by step, like, okay, how am I going to take all that intuition and inspiration and knowledge and wisdom and yin energy and like actually communicate it out in the world. So you definitely need both. And so I feel like there's a really beautiful mirroring of like with the Queen of Pentacles and Daughter of Pentacles, very feminine energy, very nurturing energy. And I feel like this is you stepping into this, like nurturing your vision. Where do we have that from? Your sacred vision. Nurturing that, you know, like this queen here is nurturing her rabbit, and by nurturing your business and giving it that feminine, you know, maternal, queen-like regard and focus and love and attention, but then also that kind of masculine discipline and structure and step-by-step approach to, like, you know, communicating what it is that you want to do, whether it's some kind of creativity or some kind of you know, like I said, shamanic. Some of you might be stepping into like a shamanic wisdom or intuitive wisdom of some sort. You know, you might be tarot readers yourself, or some kind of healers or something like that, because Brigid is very much goddess of healers as well. So you might be a healer of some sort, but really needing to like get that communication out there. And if you really surrender the need to, I'm hearing like the need to sort of logically have the whole thing figured out, and then be in that receptive state of like of intuiting what is my next best step, and then having the courage to take that step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and then, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Like each little step, like I'm still building my business, Goddess Renaissance. I'm going to put all the details below, by the way, but I have my tarot readings are on there. So if any of you found this reading resonated and you'd like to book a private reading, I do offer those at the moment. I have some spaces in my schedule, so you can book it direct on my website. If you go to the Shakti shop on goddessrenaissance.world, you can select the type of reading you would like, and you can book a private reading with me. I'm also in the process of creating some goddess activations. So if you're interested in working with goddess energy more, if you'd like to have a Brigid activation, then please get in touch or have a look at the Shakti shop. I've got various goddess sessions on there. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to leave it there, my loves. But if you've got any questions, please get in touch. I hope this reading resonated. All my goddess love and light to you. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.